A wise woman once spoke of a great awakening in one's life called the aha moment. You may have heard of her. Her name's Oprah. What is the definition of the moment? The definition is a moment of sudden realization, inspiration, or insight. I was 23 years old in 1999 when I had my first aha moment. I was 337 pounds, and I had just hours prior found out that I was the largest size that Lane Bryant carried. So, when you think of this definition of the moment, you might be envisioning tiny cherubs flying about your head with these streams of light coming down upon you like, ah! And that wasn't my moment. My moment was layered with shame, regrets, panic, and sadness, all while being fed up in the back of my aunt's Suburban, crying quietly as my walls began to crack and tumble down. I'm very thankful I was trapped in that moment with my Aunt Nell and my sister Tara, two people that love me dearly and listened to all of the emotional vomit that I was spewing out at them, and they also took the first steps on my journey to health with me by joining Weight Watchers. Now, to be very honest, I'd always been the big girl, the big teen, and the big young adult. So everybody that loved me had tried a multitude of different diets and lifestyles to try to help me. So what was it about this moment that made it click? For me personally, I feel it was the moment I broke, because getting on that path to health was the only way to put myself back together again. So my goal at the beginning was a healthy BMI. For me, it was that final measure of health that I was shooting for, because after being obese for so long, I wanted to be a normal weight so that nobody could ever call me or consider me obese, overweight, or fat ever again. I was fed up with all the judgment and ridicule I'd faced my whole life, and I just wanted to feel renewed. You know the very first question is that everybody asks after they hear about my loss? How did you do it? Well, my stock answer is Weight Watchers, but in reality, it was a long journey. It was waking up every single day with the honest intention of accepting change and applying my efforts towards that. Some days, I was a total health warrior or rock star, but other days, I'd fall away from my path, and maybe it was a day, maybe it was a week, maybe it was a month, but I always found my way back to that path, and I kept on trucking. But something so amazing happened along the way. I learned about a new way of life. I know how fat leaves your body. I know what a carbohydrate does in your body when you don't need it for instant energy. I learned new recipes, I tried new foods, I added active things I enjoyed and I would continue doing, and I kept at it until I reached 165 pounds. 172 pounds had been lost. And during my weight loss, I liked a visual for every pound I lost, so I would envision a pound of butter, which is 4 sticks. So I melted off 688 sticks of fat off my body. I had lost more weight than I currently weighed, and this had 100% become my lifestyle, and not just a diet. And that could have been the end of my journey, but it wasn't. I was 36 years old when my doctor sent me to get my very first mammogram. Joy upon great joy, the entrance into adult womanhood. Yes! As I stood in the room with the technician, I felt the panic wash over me. Most women are probably stressed about the idea of cancer, a cyst, a lump, or a bump. But not me. I'm super twisted in a special kind of way. Like deja vu, I could feel the cracks beginning to form. She asked me to take my right arm out of my gown, place my right breast on the plate in front of me, with my right arm in the air. Side note, let me tell you about losing a boatload of fat. It leaves you with loose skin, droopy, deflated breasts like sad after-party balloons with no air, and skin hanging from arms like the wingspan of a giant eagle. Back to the squishy. There I stood, sharing the room with my old feeling friends. Shame, regret, panic, and sadness. When, in a break of complete silence, she says to me, "How much weight have you lost?" 172 pounds? Wow, what an accomplishment. How did you do it? Weight Watchers? Well, you should be so very proud. I walked out to my car in the Elkhart General parking garage, climbed into my Escape, and fell into my second aha moment. Again, crying and broken. I should be so proud. I should be so proud. Why was I not proud? How could this complete stranger see something that filled me with disgust and see success? Better yet, how could I not see my own success? Here I was, at my goal weight. And let me tell you, if my 337-pound self saw my 165-pound self unhappy with herself or her body, I promise you all that I would want to knock her upside the head. Here I was at goal, not a health risk or issue in sight, and I hated my body. I felt like the biggest hypocrite that ever walked the earth. The next day, just like my journey to health so many years ago, after seeing myself through somebody else's eyes, I vowed to tend and fix my mental health. I stopped looking at my skin in the mirror and berating myself. I instead tried to see it as the scars I earned through my battle with weight loss, like badges of honor. I started an internal dialogue that was kind, like my sister or a friend would speak to me, instead of a mean girl. And when those mean thoughts do pop up, I'm aware of them, and I stomp them instantly with a force of gratitude like a Care Bear stare. Because when you are thankful for something, anything, joy is the product. You cannot be sad and thankful at the same time. Psychological studies have proven this. So, I'm thankful for seatbelts that fit me. Being able to climb a flight of stairs without getting winded. I'm thankful for my friends and my family, my healthy children, my adoring husband, my stable job, my house in an amazing neighborhood. And time again, all my blessings outweigh all those negatives. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that I am a success at being body positive and self-assured, but it took me 8 long years to settle into a healthy lifestyle. So, I'm prepared to take as long as it takes to be a mentally happy me. 91% of women are unhappy with their body images. And I, for one, I'm fucking fed up with being unhappy about me. And I know with a number like 91%, a lot of you feel the same way. So, here's a proposal. What if tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, you woke up with the honest intention of liking yourself and forgiving yourself? How much joy do you think that you could feel and then share with those you love around you? Will you have an aha moment? I hope that you do, so you can start on your own path to joy.